Okay, so this is Superworld. If I click any of these buttons, I can generate an agent response and an image that is based on that response.
Yeah, wow. All right, let's get this thing rolling. So, like, you're chilling in your room, ordinary day. Yeah, nothing exciting yet. Got some posters on the wall, glowing screens, that faint, hum of electronics. Then, like, ding ding. Yeah, your phone buzzes. That's not normal. It's a text from some unknown number. Yeah, that's right. Urgent quest awaits you. Curiosity and all that. Do you check it or, like, nah? Eh? What do you do?
Okay, I accept the urgent quest.
Okay, cool. So you tap on that buzzing phone and like the screen, it just kind of glows, right? Text reads, "Follow the light, champion." And whoa, your room, it begins to shift. Walls ripple, stuff floats, kind of like a dream, but not. Suddenly, there's this shimmering doorway, an archway of light pulsing softly. Your phone vibrates again. Step through to begin. Kind of wild, right? Like, do you step through, or maybe just pinch yourself to make sure it's real? So, what do you do?
Let's step through the portal, Superworld.
Oh, cool. All right. Stepping through then. So like once you step through that doorway, everything goes whoosh. Lights flashing, sounds whirling, kind of like the inside of a kaleidoscope, yeah? And then you find yourself standing in this other world, scenic, kinda. Binary sunsets, floating islands, weird flying creatures, that kind of thing. Ahead of you, there's this big old tree, glowing real bright, like it's calling out to you or something. And there's a figure there, an old dude in a cloak. Classic mentor vibes, you know? Staff glowing, wind blowing through that big old tree. You can feel like this weird energy in the air, yeah? Champion, he says, before you commit, you must know. This world, it's full of both wonders and dangers. He waves his hand and the tree's light pulsates, showing images. Wild beasts, dark caverns, shiny treasures. And should you choose to embark, you'll need allies, tools, and courage. Lots of that. The ground beneath you trembles a bit, maybe fate itself stirring. Do you like nod and follow the old dude? Ask some questions, or maybe hesitate? Seems like a big deal, right? So, what do you do?
Let's ask him for a sandwich, please.
All right, you ask for a sandwich. Good call. The old dude kind of chuckles. Sandwich? In these lands? Very peculiar request. He waves his staff again, and whoa, out of nowhere, floating in midair, there appears this decent looking sandwich. Layers of maybe turkey, cheese, some kind of green stuff. Looks pretty good. He hands it over. Here, champion, nourishment for the journey ahead. But advice for you. Sometimes it's best to ask, not for what you want now, but what you might need soon. Kind of cryptic, but yeah, still got the sandwich. So, what do you do next? Ask anything else? Ready to keep going?
Yeah, let's ask him to supply us with any important equipment that will be required on this journey. And ask for like a sandwich generator. Can we ask him for a machine that generates endless sandwiches?
Equipment request, cool. So you ask for like important gear? The old dude nods, real serious like. Every champion needs tools, a machine that makes endless sandwiches. Not exactly in the inventory. He chuckles, waving his staff. Instead, take this. And from thin air appears a bag, kind of glowing, pretty mystic. Old dude says magic bag of holding. It senses your needs, armor, weapons, potions, all inside. Just not sand generators. He places the bag in your hands, feels heavier than it looks, kind of cool too. Now, champion, are you ready to step further into this world of wonder and danger? So, got your gear sandwich? What's the move?
Yeah, let's get going. Uh, can you describe our character, please, and our inventory, apparent inventory?
Oh, right. Let's set the stage with details, yeah? You're standing there in this other world, kind of dreamy with the binary sunset thing going on. You're this, maybe late teen, early 20 something, fit though not super buff, kind of like a young heroic vibe. Clothes, earthy tones, practical stuff, boots, hair, what color you want, ponytail, or maybe wild and free. As for that inventory, definitely got that magic bag of holding. Feels a bit weighty, like magical gravity defy stuff happening there. Contents kind of shimmer when opened, revealing essentials. A finely made sword, glows a tiny bit, maybe elven craftsmanship. A simple, robust shield. Basic potions, maybe healing and stamina stuff. bottle of mysterious glowing liquid. A map, old parchment style. And, since you like sandwiches, one magically repeats in your bag each time. Like, pretty sweet. Old dude nudges. Time to walk the path, champion. Much awaits. He points towards a trail leading from the big, glowy tree.
Okay, at this point, I think this is getting a little too predictable, and we're really following the hero's journey trope and everything a little too hard here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in another agent, and this agent has a very high temperature. And what that means is it creates much less predictable responses, and it has a specific prompt that should get us to an interesting place. This is Agent 2. Agent 2 is, well, I'll let Agent 2 speak for itself. Agent 2, can you create us a more interesting character and well, the inventory seems interesting, but can you spice this up a bit?
All right, champion, let's throw in a bit of a curveball, shall we? You're standing under the boughs of the glowing tree, that epic flicker you mentioned grounding backward. Here's a twist. You yourself bring distortion into Superworld. Not a shiny, sword-wielding, destiny-riddled traveler, no. You are Ash McGuire, late 20s, shaggy beard, hair that's seen better days. You've got an old, patched-up leather jacket, Converse sneakers mud-caked from trekking backroads, and fingerless gloves snagged at a thrift store. Your inventory is a mix of everyday grit and surreal relics. Old cell phone, screen cracked, mostly useless but holds personal photos. Pocket knife, seen better days but reliable. Notebook, scribbled with strange, dreamlike entries and sketches. Surreal relics, distorted harmonizer, a device that can manipulate reality, thus altering the frequency of things. Smells faintly of ozone. A Polaroid, taken at a strange nondescript alley, a place that doesn't seem to exist but portends significance. Fragmented map, parts contemporary city, parts ancient scroll. Destinations blink in and out when not observed directly. Old dudes.
Old dude something. Superworld, or Agent 2 got cut off. That's a little better. I should add a temperature slider on here so I can get even better stuff. And I found that it gets even better if you include your own backstory. So I have like some pre-written world-building documents that we can use and load in, and they can act sort of as like games. So Superworld, what's next? We should do something. Go north, check inventory, look around. Let's use the classic Zork style user interaction.
All right, let me see. Zork style, huh? Classic. Okay, looking north. You're standing under that big old glowing tree, right? North, hard-worn trail snaking through an ancient shadowed forest, light weak, day slipping away, distorted echoes maybe, whispers. East, swirling mist gets thicker, can't see farther than a few steps, kind of creepy. West, a broken down path leading to what looks like a dilapidated modern city. Lights flicker, unnaturally quiet. South, where you came from, that shimmering doorway slowly fading. Your tote, with its fried scribbles, jumbles. You have a sandwich in those mystic items. Bag of holding. Might get weird. Pocket knife. Notebook. Polaroid. Blinks and buzzes. What's gonna be your vibe?
So I'm going to disable my microphone for a moment, and I'm going to have Wave Distorter respond now. So I'm playing with other
The
characters.
questing psyche tied to your digital echoes. So Ash, check out this big old glowing tree, right? Binary sunset setting a strange luminance over you. Choosing direction. Northward, ancients calling. Shadows getting dense, trees thicken the further in. Ancient forest path, this ga.
Agent 2, let's eat a sandwich.
All right, cool. Let's sit and settle into that moment. You find a spot under that giant glowing tree, kinda cozy, even with the weird whispery vibes floating around. You sit down, pulling out that sandwich from your bag. Smells good, right? Nice break from all the distorted weirdness. As you start munching, a breeze rustles the leaves above. The light from the tree dapples around you, creating these like shimmering patterns on the ground. Relaxing. Wasn't expecting that, huh? In the distance you hear something, a rustling, maybe footsteps, but not of immediate threat, just there. Time to savor the moment or get back to adventuring vibes. So, what's next, Ash?
Let's have another sandwich, shall we? One more sandwich. A few more sandwiches.
Uh, heh. All right. Another sandwich it is. You reach into that bag of holding again, and out comes another sandwich. Same deal. Layers of turkey, cheese, that green stuff. Pretty solid sandwich creation. You take a bite, letting the taste linger. The world around kind of melts into the background noise of rustling leaves and distant whispers. While you're there, munching on your sandwich, you notice the air around the tree's roots, kind of shivering, almost thrumming with low vibrations. Feels like sitting on a huge, ancient engine. Suddenly, the tree's light ripples, and a gentle voice, kind of like a soothing breeze, whispers, "Champion, rest is as needed as the quest, but don't forget, the world beyond awaits." Kind of cryptic, I know, but that's anciently glowy trees for you. You can continue chillin', maybe munch on a third sandwich, no judgment here, or get up and head towards one of those paths, or maybe check in that nifty bag of surreal goodies. So, what next?
Well, I think we should start handing out sandwiches to all the people that we find around. Let's just start walking around and find every person in this valley and just hand them all as many sandwiches as they will take.
Oh, wow, sandwich diplomacy. Cool moves, Ash. All right, you pick yourself up from under that glowing tree, magic bag in hand, stocked and ready with sandwiches. Deciding to head into the ancient forest path, it feels like the most walkable soft light fading behind. The air around you grows increasingly dense. Old oaks whisper secrets only they know. Your footsteps crunch over leaves. The harmonizer vibrates slightly, sensing energy variance maybe. A little walk further, you come upon a young lass, tattered clothes, wild curiosity in her eyes. She's huddled under a large moss-covered rock, looks scared but more hungry than anything. You approach, kindness engaging, offer her a sandwich, eyes widen like stars. Thank you. I've wandered days, haven't eaten. She takes it, looks instantly more hopeful. She offers you a broken compass. It's enchanted, leads to something if tinkered right. Do you tinker that compass? Ask more about her search, or keep moving, heading forward to share more sandwiches. Your move, Ash.
There's no time to tinker compasses now. We need to give out these sandwiches.
Oh, all right. Pure sandwich mission, got it. You, Ash, continue down the ancient forest path, determination in your steps. Each rustle of leaves signals a new opportunity. Bread of kindness in hand, focus on finding others. Soon an old man appears, perhaps a woodsman. He stands before a broken cart. You approach, that easy smile offering yet another sandwich. His eyes light up, gratitude shimmering in the weary face. Ah, lad, blessings upon ye for this. No time to linger. On you go. Next, a pair of curious kids playing among the roots. They look up, eyes wide. Handing them sandwiches, they grin, innocence rekindled. Every person, from all walks in this distorted valley, grateful for a brief respite from their struggles. Each sandwich, a beacon of hope. You become a legend of sorts. Whispers arise as you traverse. Sandwich champion, benevolent traveler. And as you wind along these mystic routes, you reach a clearing, a gathering place. The people here, survivors, seekers, band together, having heard your call. They've saved a place by the hero.
We'll have Superworld respond, or I'm sorry, we'll have Agent 2 respond.
Glowing embers expecting an inspiring figure. The clearing, you're standing at the edge of a wide open clearing, with small tents and makeshift shelters scattered around. Campfires flicker, painting ephemeral patterns with their light. People start gathering, eyes catching the glimmer of sandwiches remaining in your magical bag. Among them, an elderly figure rises, a woman matronly, with an aura of respect. "You've brought hope upon us, Ash," she declares, her voice steady and warm. "We lacked unity, drifted among shadows. With these gestures, you've called us to something greater." Directly beside her, a mysterious figure in a long coat and high boots nods, peeking out through dark shades. They step forward, revealing a mechanical arm glinting in the firelight. Champion, or perhaps a harbinger of change. Let's put that bag to use. We have battles to prepare for. Echoes ripple. This valley's strange and simultaneously bound in grounded reality, rallying beneath your simple acts of kindness. Here's your next step. Hand out the rest of the sandwiches, then speak to these gathered souls to figure out how this distortion world can change under such disparate hands linked by bread. a network of support or resistance against lurking threats. What do you do, Ash?
Yeah, yes, I'll take the mic. Hey, good people, I can supply as many sandwiches as you will ever need. There is no need to fear your neighbor. There is no need to fight. If all is needed is sandwiches, we can all have as many sandwiches as we want, but only sandwiches. I will give out no weapons. I will give out no protection. Sandwiches.
Oh, all right. Embracing that pure sandwich diplomacy. Gotcha. The clearing. You, Ash, stand tall amidst the flickering campfires. Faces around you, varied and curious, stare in a hushed awe. The glow from the glowing embers dances across your weathered leather jacket, eyes reflecting your sandwich-seeking determination. Good people, your voice rises, firm but gentle. I can supply as many sandwiches as you will ever need. There is no need to fear your neighbor. There is no need to fight. All you need is here. You pull another sandwich out from the bag, holding it high as a symbol of unity. The elderly matron nods, approval clear in her wise eyes. The mysterious figure with the mechanical arm seems less impressed, but contemplative. Whispers of your promise ripple through the crowd. People begin to relax, relief softening their weary features. One by one, you continue distributing the sandwiches, ensuring that everyone gets their fill. Faces soften, bellies fill, tension eases. Yet as you move through the crowd, the matron steps closer, voice low. Champion.
Sandwich sanctuary? The warm glow of the campfires. The flickering light captures every crease of relief in the people's faces. The sandwiches handed out act as symbols of hope. Each time a sandwich leaves your bag, the magical glow of the tree from whence you came briefly shimmers, casting a radiant arc over the gathering. Champion, the matron's voice not louder than the rustling leaves, your powerful gift. It's unexpected, but deeply felt. Beside her, the mechanical armed figure, still contemplative, now eyes you with a newfound interest, their shades glinting under the firelight. Though gratitude permeates the air, a deeper unease whispers from the crowd. The endless sandwiches lay a temporary balm on their fears. You're the beacon that soothed them today, but night promises other shadows. Choices expand the world. You notice the crowd's whispering growing into discussions. Nearby conversations hint at various paths, new quests, or unexpected turns. Amongst the voices, it feels like many souls eager to join, if only they knew how to shape this sandwich-fueled peace against lurking specters. 3 figures approach, each representing different facets of this odd land. The matron, eyes rich with compassion, longs to create sustainable unity among the people. The mechanical armed stranger.
Okay, you 3, listen to me. I can take care of everything. All that's needed is sandwiches. I'll hang out through the night, whatever dangers come to disturb your peace. We will solve these problems.
Standing in the clearing by the ancient glowing tree amidst a camp of flickering fires, Ash McGuire's voice cuts through the murmur of the gathered remnants of this strange, distorted world. The peaceful but uncertain night sets a soft, shimmering backdrop to your next words. Ash's declaration. You 3, listen to me. I can take care of everything. All that's needed is sandwiches. I'll hang out through the night. Whenever dangers come to disturb the peace, we will solve these problems. Fixes you with a gaze that feels centuries older than her appearance. Your heart is noble, champion. Sandwiches and togetherness bring strength. The mechanical armed stranger. Their shades reflect firelight. Intrigue resonates. Peace signs entwine with shadows, Ash. We'll watch, either as hope's harbingers or persistent vigilantes. Her eyes glow with admiration. A union of people over bread, something my world craves. The night beckons.
We've got some issues here. Yeah, so the night continues. Let's hang out. Let's get to know some folks. Have some sandwiches.
All right, Ash, the night continues. You decide to hang out with the folks, sharing more sandwiches. The air's filled with laughter, the gentle hum of conversations mingling with the crackle of campfires. The camaraderie builds, people gathered in groups, getting to know each other, exchanging tales, breaking bread in the truest sense. Campfire 1. 2 elderly folk sharing stories about the old days, reminiscing about a pre-distorted world. You hand them some sandwiches, their faces light up with gratitude. Campfire 2. A group of kids, eyes bright with wonder. They laugh and share wild speculations about your endless bag of sandwiches. One kid asks if you've ever seen a dragon. You laugh. Would a flying falafel count? Near the old cart, the woodsman fixes his cart, occasionally glancing over with a knowing smile, appreciating your gesture with every sandwich handed out. Throughout the night, shares ancient wisdom, discussing what it means to rebuild.
So together are humanity, even under night's shadow. Her voice calms those around. The mechanical armed stranger speaks less, observing all calmly. Whittle whispers tales of mysterious origins to curious listeners. Dark stories merging realities bend. Animated excitement infuses the night too.
Yeah, let's talk to the mechanical armed stranger. Let's get his story. This is not working. It's broken. I broke it. Let's talk to the mechanical armed stranger. Can we talk to the mechanical armed stranger, please? Hello? Can you hear me? Mechanical armed stranger is who we want to talk to. Testing. Is this thing on? Microphone's off. Can we please talk to the mechanical armed stranger? We want to know what his story is.
All right, so you, Ash, decide to talk to, the mechanical armed stranger, huh? Campfires cast flickering shadows, an air of, unsure peace settling. People chat, laughter bubbles sporadically. Near a far-off fire, the mechanical armed stranger leans against a tree, shades reflecting light, mechanical arm idly moving. Intrigue grips you. Approaching, you walk over, the ground muddy soft under your boots. Their head lifts slightly towards you. Ash. Hey, what's your name? The figure, voice edged with mystery, responds in a low, melodic tone. Names are flimsy borders between identity and the vast unknown, but most, call me Quinn. They glance at their mechanical arm thoughtfully. Quite the, mission you've chosen, Ash. Beyond sandwiches, do you wonder what truly lies beneath this veneer? Pausing, Quinn's shades slide down slightly, revealing keen, observant eyes. So, Ash, what led you to wander these shadow-drenched paths? What drives you in amidst...
Oh, it's just a calling. I just like sandwiches.
If you naturally ask me to remind bot history, sure, I'll no exceptions transitionally nix overview bouts.
Superworld's gone a bit haywire. Let's try Agent 2.
All right, Quinn. It's fairly simple. I like sandwiches. It's a bit tragic, maybe, but in the ordinary world, things were excessive. Things needed balancing. A good sandwich always feels like things made a bit more sense. Nodding. A quest of grounding, amid surreal shadows and distorted whispers, such simplicity indeed refreshing. A cloud drifts, shifting the binary moons, casting light and shadows anew, dancing rhythmically around you two. Suddenly, a loud rumbling echoes through the woods. The crowd turns, catching Quinn mid-sentence, approaching threat detected. Glowing eyes blink from the thicket's gloom. Dark creatures emerge, whispering curses, fragmented shades wrought animated. Quinn's mechanical arm vibrates, muscles tightening. The camp grows semi-frantic around you. Gentle laughter turns stern focus.
Just approach the oncoming threat and observe it.
Got it. Let's, do this. Approaching the threat. Night's edge glimmers as you approach the thicket's dark disturbance. Nearby campfires flicker with newfound intensity. The gentle murmurs around you shift into tightened breaths, shadows playing trickster amongst trees. You step closer, sandwiches and steadfast heart. Eyes glow faint red, canid-like figures cloaked in distortion, fur matted with unsettling darkness. You can feel the heat from their breath despite the cold air. Quinn stands beside you, mechanical arm whirring softly. Ah, Ash, seems Shadowkin took sniff at golden bread peace. 1. Rally vibes. Ash, we stand together. Peeps out courageous lass from behind old wagon. A step in sync. The matron, hands folded, nods solemnly watching you keen. 2. Speak act to creatures. Loyalties shift, knit shadows shifting, fractured glares fixed on you, uncertain yet wary.
I pull out of my bag the most amazing looking sandwich. On all kinds of, just keep pulling sandwiches, place them on the ground in front of these creatures, and step back.
All right, Ash, time for the ultimate diplomatic sandwich approach, huh? Climactic sandwich diplomacy. By the soft glow of nearby campfires, the night shrouds itself in the distortion of reality's fold. Everyone's tense, motion stilled, a collective breath held. Environment details. Flickering light contrasts the pulsating glow of the glowing tree. Warmth mingles with the night chill. Trees, their branches laden with whispers, part of the eerie serenade. Leaves murmur secrets long hidden. Red glowing gazes, intense, part hunger, part part suspicion, distorted fur framing their ghostly forms. Campers, eyes wide with anticipation, people murmuring out prayers and reassurances to themselves. You, Ash, in your hands rests the ultimate sandwich, divinely crafted layers almost glowing. As you take a bold step forward, "Here, take this," you say, voice steady. You place the chosen sandwich carefully on the ground before the threatening figures and take a deliberate step back. The air thickens with intense anticipation. The red glow eyes flicker deeper crimson. Shadows both elongate and pulse around those creatures as they seem perplexed. A lead creature, fur more darkly matted, steps forth. Gingerly, it lowers a gnarled snout, sniffing the offered sandwich. The air crackles with expectation, like the invisible wiring within this reality's weave. A silence takes hold. Emanating stillness grips the campers, adrenaline sensed in every breath. The matron, her frail fingers crossed, hope knitted within small gestures, awaiting eldritch serenity swoon. Eyes calculated, mechanical arms tense for any movement, but curious, observant. The lead creature snaps at the sandwich tentatively, then bites hungrily. Its distorted peers follow suit, letting out low, strangled growls which shift into confused gratitude sounds, more softened in resemblance to purring than menace, faint yet distinct. Ash McGuire, generalized scene captivating, all following through intertwining quest tropes transformed evening shifting motifs, believable characters, rawly unreal slice. Ash. Here, take this, sandwich settles steady stand, soft, filtered night, fractional glowers surrendering meal bequery night.
So, Superworld, temperature very high for some reason. Okay, Agent 2, I think it's time for my Certificate of Merit. Please present me with the game end and Certificate of Merit with lots of fun details.
Certificate of Merit. Congratulations, Ash McGuire. The illustrious path you have undertaken, sandwich diplomacy transcending realms, bridging unity, and confronting eerie shadows, merits grand applause. Your actions have diligently reshaped what was initially a haunting, distorted reality into a communion brimming with hope and sustenance. Certificate of Merit awarded to Champion of Samservations from your journey. Creativity and diplomacy. Through simple yet resonant actions, your acts of sandwich generosity transformed fear into relief, igniting empathy amongst all you encountered. Bravery in shadows. Your courage when approaching shadowed creatures, offering a pure symbol of peace, a sandwich, showed unmatched valor amid nocturnal distortions.
Benevolent imprint on Superworld. In the echoes of luminous binary sunsets, each sandwich distributed fostered welcoming resonance. The threads of your journey intertwine into a saga, creating ripples of change through compassion and courage.
And that's Superworld, or a very early kind of broken wonky version of it. Hope you enjoyed.